differently, but you have to remember upgrading costs money. So if it works and it does what we need it to do, then we'll just kind of stick with it. There has to be something driving the upgrade. How are requests for change handled? If changes need to go in, it's we just have to open tickets and get approval from the application team, so that everyone knows what's going in, because changes are usually the reason why there are issues, because things could be working well and then you introduce a change and it creates a problem somewhere else. So everything needs to be documented, approved. There's a whole team at GAP that only does change control, so they analyze every single change that's going in, make sure there's backup plans, make sure it's been tested. So if something goes bad, you have to go back, you have to make sure you have a backup plan before you even open a change. And then you just have to be able to revert the change. (4.6) Is the database protected by logs and audit trails? Yes, we have audit turned on, and audit writes to its own audit logs. So we can go back and retrieve audit information if needed. Okay, so question 5, section 5, tracking components and performance. 5.1, does the organization have a formal process for tracking hardware components, barcoding hardware, or RFID tracking? GAP is a huge place, so we have these things in place. There's a team that probably does this. I'm not sure what the team is called, but everything is, we've got a pretty sophisticated operation, so I'm sure this is being tracked. Okay, 5.2, does the organization have a formal process for tracking software and database components, inventory list of software licenses? Yeah, we do. We do. Like I said, each team, they track their own assets, and then, you know, they report up to a higher level, and then they report their assets to, you know, a different group that tracks all of it. So everything's tracked. So we know what databases we have. We know how many databases we have, how many licenses we have. Server teams know what kind of servers they have, what kind of platforms they're using. So if we ever need an inventory of all that, then we would just report to the group that needs that information. That's just kind of how we do it. Does the IT department organization measure the technical capacity usage for its information system in general? Yeah, we do, in fact. So you guys know that peak during the holidays is the biggest time of the year. So right now, what's very important for us to get done is peak readiness, and that's the assessment of storage and capacity on the servers to make sure that if we need to purchase more space or more capacity, then we get it done before peak, which starts in late October, early November, because during peak, then we don't want to be reactive to anything. So right now the assessment's going, that's what we're doing. And I'm in charge of the database, so I'm doing the database part. Yeah, so for what metrics? We're just checking for storage, and we're checking that there's enough storage, and we're checking that there's enough capacity, so like memory and CPU. 5.4, I think this is the last question. Does the organization's IT staff measure the staff capacity requirement for IT projects as a planning issue? With what metrics? So they higher management kind of knows how many systems we have and how much manpower it takes to manage each, and with the projects that they have, they kind of know that, you know, we need half a DBA to work on this project for 3 months, so they need someone that can do 20 hours a week for 3 months. Or, you know, if it's a huge effort, they might say, I need 2 DBAs for 6 months, you know. So that's kind of how they manage it. The project managers and the application team come up with these requirements, and then they'll come to the infrastructure side, which is my side, and then they'll see who's available that they can put on the project. So if I'm only working at half capacity, they know I'm available.
Sorry, slow internet. Give it a minute here. I think she's almost done. She's got like a minute left here.
And then they'll see who's available that they can put on the project. So if I'm only working at half capacity, they know I'm available.
Oh, goodness. There's only like a minute 46. I wonder if that helped. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop it here. She only has like a minute and 46 seconds left. I think I can come back later and listen to it, and if it's important, then I'll post up another short little mini video. But for now, I hope she answered all her questions.